Boys, tomato sauce in here, and I've got an absolutely incredible video for you today. You guys have been reaching out to me in my Discord, in my DMs, in my comments, right? How do we make kebab work, Tomato? You're the kebab king. We need kebab for Wrath of the Lich King. I'm so tired of picking up this big, heavy two-hander. I just want to dual-wield swords. I got the answer for you today, boys. There's 2 items that enable kebab to absolutely excel in Wrath of the Lich King content. If you watched my last video, you know I love two-handed arms right now. It's an absolute blast to play. It might be the bottom of the meters next to tank DPS, but if you're in a bad raid, you can be really high in your raid's DPS, thus making you look much better than you actually are. Bing! Now, there's 2 items that you know, give our arms a break from carrying these big two-handers and allow us to dual wield swords the way we did in TBC, like absolute professionals, masters of the craft. But before I get into these 2 items that enable kebab in Wrath of the Lich King, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click that sub button. Doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out with the YouTube algorithm gods, all right? So it gets more eyes on the channel. Subscribe, comment, interact with the videos if you like the content on the channel. It's going to help me grow and continue to pump out good content for you guys. Now, enough of that self-promotional bullshit. Let's get into the Kebab Warrior, all right? Kebab in Wrath of the Lich King. There's 2 items that enable this. First, the currency for these items is emblems of heroism, okay? Now, you're going to go over to this vendor, all right? You're telling me, Tomato, there's no swords on this vendor. How are we going to start dual-wielding swords? I'm going to tell you how. You click on this vendor, and you're going to see. You're going to go right down to the stained Shadowcraft Spalders. Tomato, what? These are leather. These are leather, Tomato. You told us only wear plate. Don't fight your friends for leather. And I still believe that. Look at these stats. Hit rating by 39. Attack power by 140. Experience gained from killing monsters and completing quests increased by 10%. How does that help us? Well, we're also gonna pair that with the stained Shadowcraft tunic. Hit, attack power, and experience, right? These 2 items enable us to dual wield swords. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna buy these, and at the top of the tooltip, you can see this binds to your Blizzard account. Your Blizzard account. That means I can send these to my kebaber, right? Absolutely right. So what you're going to do is you're going to buy these 2 items, walk over to the mailbox, and send them to the kebab rogue that you leveled in Classic, because we all had a Classic rogue, right? Bada bing, bada boom. We equip those items, log into our dual wield kebabbing top of the DPS meters king rogue, and we're going to level it from 60 to 80 in like 2 or 3 days, because those heirlooms are absolutely, you know, they're essential, they're vital, and they're basically free once you've farmed up all these badges on your big bad 2-handed arms warrior, right? So our kebab rogue, what are we doing here, right? This is 1 world tour in to my kebab rogue. First, let's talk about the build. We're going combat. There's only 1 change I made from combat. We're not playing assassination. We don't use little daggers dipped in poison, farming Fell Striker from, you know, 3 expansion ago content. We ain't like that, all right? We're big, bad, alpha, Chad warriors. We pick up swords, and we smack people in the heads with them, all right? If this character could wear plate, he'd be in all plate. Now, what we change from a typical combat spec, right? For kebab combat, we get rid of 5 out of 5 close quarters combat because daggers and fist weapons are absolutely lame. We go 5 out of 5 into hack and slash. It's all in the name of the talent, boys. Hacking and slashing through this game's content with 2 swords in hand. You could even use an axe. My rogue's from Classic. It never trained axe. I still haven't done it. Probably never will, because I love absolutely love two swords, and that's where I'm rocking, right? So we take hack and slash. Everything else is the same. Come down here, you're going to see 2 out of 2 savage combat. Not only am I going to do 3K more DPS than my two-handed arms warrior in, you know, gear that hasn't even touched a raid yet, but I'm also going to bring the same buff as a KEBAB rogue. It's absurd, insane. So let's go through the gear after one world tour. We got the Mirror of Truth, the Incisor Fragment. King Dread was really good to us in Draktheron Keep. We got a stained glass shard ring. This thing just fell from a trash mob. Boom, instantly equipped to my character sheet. The Headless Horseman with the Ring of Ghoulish Glee. He was very good to me. Boots of Never-Ending Path. We grind these out from Argent Crusade rep. Easy to do in one world tour. Gored Hide leg guards. Boom. Gundrak, Galdarath, or whatever his name is, the last boss. He said, Tomato, I want to see KEBAB work. He actually said this to me in the dungeon. Boom, gave me the Gored Hide leg guards. Troll Woven Girdle, AH Biss, super cheap, like 200 gold. You got so much gold saved from not buying anything on your warrior and grinding out all those mining nodes from all my other videos that gold is not an option for you. It's not an issue for you. So you get the Troll Woven Girdle, Bile-Cured gloves, culling a strat home, Meat Hook. He said, Tomato, go do this. Make KEBAB work. I said, all right, Meat Hook, I'll do that. Drake Champion Bracers, like 12 gold on the auction house. Hit, attack power, that's what you want in a KEBAB rogue. You want all the hit. Crystal Infused Tunic, you get this out of the Nexus. Great pre-raid item. Improves hit by 51 and attack power. KEBAB loves attack power and hit. That's what you need so that you can hit. Ice Striker's Cloak, again, like 200 gold off the auction house, but there's you know, dungeon items that can replace this very easily. I think I even have one in my bag unless I sold it. Yeah, boom, Shroud of Reverberation. You know, you could rock this instead if you're not expertise capped, but you get expertise capped super easy with this Troll Woven stuff. Boom, Troll Woven Spalders increases your expertise by 28 and attack power by 114. Bada bing, bada boom, auction house Biss, Titanium Impact Choker. We don't need to buy this. We can find somebody to make it because we got 2 mining characters. If you don't have mining on every single character, are you even playing the same game as me? You're not, you know, at the end of the day. Titan Steel. Every one of my characters, my KEBAB and my two-handed massive plate-wearing arms warrior are smelting Titan Steel every single day. If you bought Titan Steel from 1974 to 2005, it went through me. Mask of the Watcher, boom, the Oculus, Lay Guardian Aragos. He said, I want you to have a meta gem. I want you to go into raid this week. Kraken, the best that you possibly can, you absolute KEBAB king. So we got all that. And then we come down to the weapons, the meat and potatoes of KEBAB, the Horseman's Baleful Blade. Not only is it a massive sword that absolutely cracks, but you can summon an army of pumpkins. You actually put this ability on your bar and you start summoning pumpkins. Is there anything cooler than summoning 3 pumpkin boys to absolutely bang with you in battle? There's not. There's absolutely not. Every 10 minutes you're going to do that. And then we combine this with Avul Sword of Jinn. This, I'm going to say, this was like 999 gold on the auction house. There's other items that could replace this. As soon as my boy hit 80, I wanted him to start cracking, so I bought him an Avul Sword of Jinn, right? When you've been smelting Titan Steel since day 1, you're a little flush in the gold department. Things are looking good. I also made a Nessingwary 4000. Actually, I didn't make this one. I bought this one, but I can make it on the Warrior. It was just, they're like 400 gold now. They're super cheap. Easy, right? So KEBAB is 100% alive. You can 100% dual wield swords in Wrath of the Lich King. You can bring the same buff that tank DPS Arms Warrior is bringing right now. And it's just 2 little items away, right? Buy those heirlooms. Boys, if you made it this far, like, subscribe to the channel, interact with the videos, buy some merch. I got a hat and some, you know, like hoodies. If you like hoodies, if you like hats, buy that shit. I'll even give you the link that you know, there's no markup. Message me in my Discord for the absolute sale link. All right. KEBAB in, tomato sauce and out. Have a good night. Have a happy Halloween. God bless. Have fun on kebab, boys.